Hello, welcome inside Lady Jaguar softball here on NorCal Sports TV. Today, the Jaguars play host the Cabrillo Seahawks, batting first for the Seahawks. Number 3, Charlene Pinvedo. Pinvedo comes into the game batting .365. Takes that one to even the count at 1-1. Seahawks come into the game 15-5, 1-1 in Coast Conference play. Wins their last 4 games. Most recently, a 5-3 victory over Chabot. That one taken for a ball. So Pavetto ahead in the count. McKenna Sealing on the mound for the Jaguars. Ground ball over to third base. Corona up with it. And on to first in time to Amaya Williams for out number 1. So Sealing gets the ground out there on the opening batter. Good sign for Sealing. She's kind of struggled sometimes at the beginning of the games. She comes in 1-3, making her 12th appearance on the season with a 6.18 earned run average. Struck out 12, but walked 22 batters so far this season. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one taken out of the zone for ball. 1. To the second place hitting Cameron Lamas. Lamas batting .288. So far for the Seahawks is the starting left fielder as well. Sealing's next offering swung on and popped up. Keistian under it and makes the play. 2 outs quickly for Sealing. That'll bring up Grace Stryker, the third place hitter for the Seahawks, batting .333, starting in right field today. That one in there for strike 1. That one missed somewhere. Evens the count 1-1. Crowd wanted it. Sealing wanted it. Home plate umpire just not obliging. 1-1 count. That one bounces in there for ball 2. Non-competitive pitch there for Sealing. Beautiful day for softball here at Lady Jag Stadium. Mid-70s, light breeze. A Sealing sends that one in and it misses somewhere for a 3-1 count. Like I said, a little breeze going, maybe straightaway center field just a little bit. Wind kind of swirling, flag up there floating around. 3-1 offering, fouled off down the third baseline. Runs the count full. Here's the wind of the pitch. That one outside for a ball, and walking the third place hitter is Sealing. And that'll bring up Arian Morgan, the shortstop for the Seahawks, batting .407 on the season. That one again bounces in there. This one back. Ooh, thought GJ was going to throw it down the first. Instead, just pump fakes it and scattering back to the bases. Striker. Here's Sealing's next pitch. That one in there for a strike. Bailey Fulton sitting in the on-deck circle for the Seahawks. This one swung and foul back into the construction zone, out of play. And it'll be strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Runner at first. 2 outs here, top of the first. Sealing trying to put the Seahawks down on the top of the first. That one way up high. Gets away from DJ. And scampering to second base is Stryker. So evens the count at 2. Moves the runner up into scoring position for the Seahawks. This one swung on, lifted the short right field in of his Castro, makes the catch. Side retired, and after a half inning of play, Seahawks don't score in the first. Jags coming to bat here on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your Jaguar spot.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot at San Jose City College.
Welcome back as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning. Let's go through the Jags lineup. Batting leadoff, Corona. Playing third base at the second position is Vergara playing center field. DJ Martinez behind the plate batting third. Sealing on the mound in the 4 spot. Walker at her normal second base position batting 5th. Castro, who you saw make the final out of the first inning, she's playing in right field batting 6th. Keistion, the shortstop, batting 7th. Gutierrez, a designated player, batting 8th. And Donahoe playing left field and batting in the 9th position. The flex player today is the first baseman, Amaya Williams. They'll be facing Danielle Keller in the circle and making her 9th appearance of the season. She's 5-1. Also has 1 save. A .341 earned run average. Struck out 10 and only walked 15 batters on the season. First pitch taken by Corona for a ball. Corona batting .367 on the season, takes strike to even the count at 1. And falls behind 1-2. Swung on, dribbled to third, shortstop, up with it is Morgan, over to first, gets past the first baseman, goes out of play, so off to second base will be Corona on the 2-base error to lead off the game, and that's a big one for the Seahawks as they get the leadoff runner for the Jags on base here in the bottom of the first. Jags with a chance to jump on the Seahawks early here, which I think is a big important key here for San Jose, is getting up early and playing from ahead instead of trying to chase teams down. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one outside for a ball. Vergara comes up batting .309 on the season. That one taken for ball 2. Also has the best eye on the team, leading the team with 16 walks. Here's the next offering. That one in there for strike. As Keller was able to find the strike zone on that one. Here's the one, the pitch, that one. Down for a ball, 3-1. Vergara ahead here in the count early. That one bunted foul. And then like, excuse me, safety bunt there. She was protecting herself. I think if she would have not bunted at it, it would have been ball 4. Instead, the count is full. Here's the wind, the pitch, that one taken for a ball, gets away from the catcher and scurrying over to third base is Corona. And now Jags have runners at the corners with nobody out. With their most dangerous hitter coming up, DJ Martinez, the catcher, batting in the third position, hitting .519 so far this season. Jags run a little play here, and the runner was back at first, safe on the drop. Vergara, and Corona comes home to score. Jags take a 1-0 lead. So that time they sent Vergara, had her stop between first and second. Pavado threw it to second, allowing Corona to come in and score and get the first run of the ball game. So Coach Xylee Augustine, a little trickery to start the game, gives the Jags a 1-0 lead. Meeting at the mound is over, and here's the pitch from Keller, and now it's taken up high for a ball. So DJ's up 2-0 in the count. Not somewhere you want to be if you're Keller. Here runner goes, swung on, left it in the left field for a base hit, and DJ Martinez comes through once again for San Jose. And right now, everything's going the Jags' way as they have a 1-0 lead. 2 runners on here, and McKenna Sealing coming into the batting box to try and help herself. Sealing batting .308 on the season. Here's the one, the pitch swung on, roped into center field for a base hit. Having to hold at second to see if it was going to be caught was Vergara, so she only makes it to third. But still, bases loaded here, nobody out, and the Jags just continuing to pile on here as the first 4 hitters have gotten on base versus Keller. That'll bring up Walker Bell, the second baseman. takes ball one. Walker batting .276, but had a pretty good day the other day. We were out here at home. Last time the Jags were at home. Got 3 for 3, had a couple hits. This one swung on, lifted deep center field, off the wall. One hops, rounding second. And holding there is Walker with a double. And that'll be a 2-run RBI double. And the Jags just pouring it on here in the first as they're up 3-0. Still nobody out. That was a nice roped single or double to center field. Like I said, one hopped off the wall. Thought Walker might go for 3, but instead cruises in second base with a stand-up double. And now Coach Kristen Rosner out again to talk to her pitcher, Daniel Keller, who's struggling and in the bullpen. There's action already for the Seahawks. Michaela Ogan warming up in the bullpen next to me. Not really with any quickness, just kind of throwing around a little bit. Throwing a pitch, taking a couple off, throwing another one, but still not a great start for the Seahawks here. If you're a Cabrillo fan, if you're a Jags fan, couldn't have scripted this any better. First 5 batters get on. Castro comes up, the right fielder batting .270. Chance to really do some damage here with a single, probably drives in 2 with Walker's speed. That one taken low for a ball. That one dropped into right field, right down the line, and it'll drive in 1 as Walker holds up at third. And Jags not having any problems getting hits today versus Keller as they drive in another one. This one, just a perfectly timed little flare over the first baseman's head and drops into right field, and that might be all for Keller. And it is. This is another trip to the mound. That's the end of the line for Keller. She doesn't get out of the first inning. She gives up 4 runs and only recording 1 out and still responsible for runners at first and third. We'll be back after this on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
With online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
Stepping into the circle for the Seahawks, number 9, Michaela Ogan. Freshman pitcher. She's 7-3 with a 3.5 ERA. Making her 16th appearance. She started 10. She's the normal starter for Cabrillo. Between her and Keller just not having a good day today. 29 earned runs on the season. 17 walks, 36 strikeouts for Ogun. As Keistian steps into the plate. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Delay steal over to second base. Goes Castro, and now another runner in scoring position for San Jose. As Castro swipes second. So 2 runners in scoring position for San Jose here in the bottom of the fourth, or first rather. Already 4 runs in. That's where I was going with the 4. Sorry about that. That pitch outside for a ball. Castro evens the count 1-1. Or sorry, Keistian. Castro's at second. Jeez. Still early for me here. I'm sorry about that. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one taken low for a strike right at the knees. Little slow raise of the arm by the home plate umpire. So Ogun looking to kind of slow things down here. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one is outside for a ball. Evens count at 2. Hogan, here's a pitch. That one outside for a ball. And it's ran full. So Keistian battling back here. On deck is Gutierrez, the designated player this afternoon. Hogan's next offering is swung on, grounded to short. Looking to third, throws to first, and gets it in time over to De La Cruz for the first out of the inning. So 1 out, as you see the play at first base here. Gets her by a couple steps. So that'll be 1 out with Gutierrez coming to the plate. Gutierrez struggling at the plate, just batting .111. Takes that one low for a ball. Love to see her get one here in the gap and drive in 2. If you're a Jags fan. This one swung on, lifted to right field, just foul. Coming right towards us. Evens the count at 1-1. Hogan winds. Here's one fouled back into the screen for strike 2. So Gutierrez got a battle now here. Got to get something in play. Force the Seahawks to make a throw to get you out. Already 1 error already in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. This one swung on. Hot shot over the second and come up with it with plays as Fulton over to De La Cruz for out number 2, but coming in to score the 5th run of the ball game and getting high fives all around is Walker. Going to third is Castro, so productive out. Just like I said, got to make them make a play. You get an RBI for it. And Donahoe comes to the plate. Now, 2 outs, but still runner at third. Chance to drive in another run, takes strike 1. 9th hitter of the inning for San Jose coming to the plate. 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error so far in the inning. Here's the wind and pitch. That one misses for a ball. Here's one grounded to third base. Over to first to De La Cruz, and that'll end the inning. But 9 hitters come to the plate, 5 of them score, and Jags jump on the Seahawks early here in San Jose. Our score, Jags 5-0 after 1.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
At City College, I have the chance to run for amazing coaches and teammates.
San Jose City College has some of the best athletics facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel both on the track and in the classroom.
SJCC has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
Welcome back to Lady Jag Stadium, where Fulton, Wingard, and Powell, the 3 scheduled hitters for Cabrillo, to lead off the top of the second. Sealing staked a 5-0 lead in the first. It's productive in the first inning. Got the first 2 batters out, then walked Stryker before Morgan flied out to right field. Let's see how Sealing handles the top of the second. That one just misses for a ball. Fulton batting .390. Bailey also making plays at second base for the Seahawks and takes that one for ball 2. So McKenna falling up behind early. Here, after your team gives you a big lead, that's not what you want to do. Come after these hitters and attack them. Force them to put the ball in play. Let's see if this one can do that, and it is in there for a late called strike. I don't know if Fulton completely agreed with that call, but nonetheless, it's 2-1. This one swung on and drilled to center field, but Vergara there and makes the play for out number 1. Vergara took 2 steps back, had her played perfectly. So Fulton flies out to center field for out number 1. Bring up Kaylin Wingard, the shortstop for the Seahawks. Correction, third baseman, excuse me. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Kaylin batting .333 on the season for the Seahawks. Here's the one, that one taken up high for a ball. So Sealing fell behind Fulton early and then battled back. Let's see if she can do the same thing here. As it's even the count right now. And that one misses for a ball. Sealing gets a call there, goes 2-2. Kayla Wingard, 20 games played, batting .333, 17 RBIs, 11 runs. That one misses off the plate, runs his full. Talked about it in the first. Sealing does have 22, will now make it 23 walks on the season. As she walked the batter in the first. Something she's got to try to cut down on. This one, ground ball. Williams with a great play, dives, makes the play, and then over to first base in time for the out. Good defense being played there by the San Jose City Jaguars. You'll see it coming right at you here. And just going over the base, tagging the base with the glove for out number 2 was Amaya Williams. For a 3 unassisted. Brings up number 7th place hitter Nick Powell, designated player for Cabrillo. Powell batting .295, swung on, popped up. Kistian handles it, and just like that, the Jags are out of the top of the first with no runs, no hits, nobody left on, and after 1.5, San Jose up 5-0.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
With online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
There's more than one path to a successful future.
And they're all in one spot at San Jose City College.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Discover your spot today at San Jose City College.
Seahawks throwing the ball around the infield, getting ready for inning, bottom of the second. Bottom of the second starts off just like the first with Corona Vergara and Martinez as San Jose City batted around in the first inning. Sending 9 to the plate, 5 of them scoring. Great way to start off your second conference home game, the 5-run first inning. But now, the top lineup's going to be facing McKenna Ogun for the first time. So looking back in the first inning, 5 runs, all those are go on the ledger of Daniel Keller. We got an out there on the Corona. For out number 1, so Vergara going to try and get things started. Swan in there for strike 1. And swung through and missed. 0-2 count here on Vergara. So Ogun's coming to settle things down for the Seahawks. Here's a wind to pitch. That one run up on and taken for a ball. That one taken outside for a ball. So that one swung on, grounded over to the third base, over to first to De La Cruz, and that's out number 2. So quickly, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Vergara grounds out to third base for out number 2, and DJ Martinez comes up for the Jags, and she had a single to left field in the first off the starter Keller. Taking for a ball low. That one swung on and lifted to left field and past the left fielder, Lamas. And DJ Martinez slides into second base. We'll see if that's counted as a hit or an error regardless. Martinez on at second base. They're going to give her a hit. So she's got a single and a double. 2 at-bats for DJ. That brings up McKenna Sealing trying to drive in that run from second. Swung on, lifted to second base. Coming in from the shortstop position is Morgan making the play. And that'll be the end of the inning. But Jags still up 5-0 after 2 on NorCal Sports TV.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path. One shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Because of City College, I became a better athlete and student. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel on the court and in the classroom. At City College, I've had the chance to play for amazing coaches and teammates.
I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a four-year college.
Leading off for the Seahawks in the top of the third is Janessa De La Cruz, followed by Renee Parker, and then back to the top of the lineup for Charlie Pavetto. Takes a ball, does De La Cruz. De La Cruz batting 111, has 10 RBIs, and scored 7 runs on the season. Here's the wind. The 1-1 pitch swung on and lifted to left field, and it's down for a base hit into the corner. Rounding first, heading for second. De La Cruz with the stand-up double for the Seahawks, and that's how we start the top of the third inning. Cabrillo doing a little dance, having a little fun here. They were out here dancing, having a good old time, real loose before the game. Then giving up 5 runs in the first, kind of quieted that down a little bit, but De La Cruz trying to get something going here as they start the second, or rather the top of the third. Parker comes in batting 460 or 436 on the season for Cabrillo. That one way high. DJ had to go get it. Keeps the runner at second base. De La Cruz was looking to sneak away. Parker with 4 RBIs, 16 runs, 11 stolen bases out of that 9 spot. Runs up on that one and takes it for a ball. So 3-0. The count here. McKenna, danger of walking the number 9 hitter and setting up the top of the lineup for the Seahawks. Here's the wind, the pitch, that one in there for a strike. Action in the Jags bullpen. So Quinones warming up. It is Priya Quinones for the Jags there in the bullpen, getting loose. Sealing, wind, pitch. This one bunted at and fouled back for strike 2. So working the count back to full is Sealing. So love to come back and get the number 9 hitter here. not give the Seahawks any hope. Turn the lineup back over to the top to Pavento. Here's the full count pitch, swung on. Oh, over to shortstop, Keystien, up with it to first. Had a chance, I thought, to tag the runner going by, but instead just makes the play at first base for out number 1. Moving to third is De La Cruz. That'll be 1 out as Pavento comes up. And that brings up a meeting at the mound for the Jags as Coach Augustine comes out to talk to not only the pitcher, but the rest of the infield. Actually, it's not Augustine. It's the pitching coach, excuse me. Nonetheless, meeting at the mound is concluded. From the coaching staff, players still having a moment there. Pavento was batting .365, grounded out to shortstop Keystien, her first at bat. I think the Jags would take that right now, just take the out for the run. I think that might be what Coach was talking about over there is, hey, let's just, make a play, get out. We're up 5-0. No need to try and force things and create a big inning for the Seahawks. Here's the first pitch to ceiling, that one up high. Ceiling, long look in. De La Cruz at third base. This one swung on, popped up the left field line, right field line rather, out of play. Castro and Williams taking a run at it, but couldn't get it. So it falls harmlessly for strike 2. Strike 1. I think it was a good thing they couldn't catch it. I don't know. I think we weren't able to make a play. I think De La Cruz could have walked home. This one instead lined in the left field. Donahoe comes up with it and getting an RBI as Pavento. As De La Cruz crosses the plate for the first run of the game for the Seahawks. So an RBI base hit in the left field for Pavento. And that'll bring up Lamas, the left fielder for the Seahawks. Squares the bunt. Doesn't go any contacts. Comes right through it and it's for strike 1. Squares the bunt again. This time pulls back. That one's up high for a ball. And no one going anywhere as Pavento staying at first base for the moment. Squaring the bunt, this time dropping it down, sealing up with it, over to first base for the out. So the sack bunt moves the runner over to second base, but also creates 2 outs. And that'll bring up Stryker. Grace Stryker walked her first time at bat. This pitch in the dirt. DJ comes up with it, holding the runner at second. Pavento trying to bring home the second run for the Seahawks. This one outside for a ball. 2-0. McKenna winds this one in there for a strike. Right at the bottom of the strike zone. Good pitch there. Poor ceiling. One that if it's swung on, it's going to be grounded into the dirt. Here's the pitch. This one swung foul back. Evens count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base here in the top of the third. Seahawks already have 1 in. Cutting the lead to 4. Ceiling, I would say, has been effectively wild. Had some spots where she's been behind in the count, had to battle back. This one swung on, grounded over to Corona. Up with it. Over to first in time, and Williams records the out. And that'll do it for the top of the third. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left on, and after 2.5 innings, it's 5-1 Jags here on NorCal Sports TV.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
At City College, I have the chance to run for amazing coaches and teammates.
San Jose City College has some of the best athletics facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel both on the track and in the classroom.
SJCC has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
Walker, Castro, Kistian, the 3 that lead off the inning for the Jags, scheduled hitters to face McKenna Ogun, who has come in and shut the Jags and Dats down. Coming in with 2 runners on in the bottom of the first inning. Both those runs scored, but since then, only 1 runner on base for the Jags. Martinez last inning with a double. Walker had a double to start the first inning. See if she can get things jump-started here in the bottom of the third. The pitch just misses off the edge for a ball. Ogun winds, and next one's high for a ball. Don't forget, more Jaguar softball coming up tomorrow as they have a doubleheader kicking off at noon as they take on Feather River, who will be coming in for 2 games tomorrow. You can catch both those here on NorCal Sports TV. This one line grounded over to third base, and beating it out is Walker. Looks like that'll be another error for Cabrillo as the third baseman. Wingard had a chance to make the play and was unable to come up with it. Waiting on the official score to put it on the board. Yep, it is an error. Nonetheless, Walker gets on base to start the bottom of the third. Brings up Castro. She squares the bunt, lays one down to third baseline. Wingard over to first in time. As covering on the play was Fulton, the second baseman, for out number 1. So sack bunt. Moves Walker over to second. Kistian up now for the Jags, a shortstop. Hitting .270 on the season, had a single that drove in a run in the first. That one skips in for a ball. Kistian got another runner at second base in scoring position there, and the single probably drives her in with Walker's speed. If it's in a gap somewhere. This one lifted to right field, coming in on it, and coming to a knee to make a play as striker, making the catch as she kind of got fooled on that one. And going over to third base on the play is Walker, but now 2 outs. Gutierrez comes up, runner at third base. Had the same opportunity in the first and grounded out. There's Ogun's first pitch. This one swung on, left to the center field. Taking a few steps back as Parker now under it, making the play. And for out number 3, and the side's retired. No runs, 1 left on base. And after 3 innings, the Jags are up 5-1.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities
with online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
There's more than one path to a successful future.
And they're all in one spot at San Jose City College.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Discover your spot today at San Jose City College.
Morgan, Felton, Winger, the 3 scheduled batters for the Seahawks here in the top of the 4th inning. This game cruising right along. Morgan fly out to right field to end the 1st inning. Her burst at bat. Sealing still in the circle for the Jags. Quinones was warming up during the past inning. Now she's sat down, so she's either ready to go or they said, hey, we're going to see if Sealing can push along. As this one grounded over Corona to start the inning. Up with it is Jay, and over to first in time, barely. As that one was close. Busting down the line was Morgan. You see, just getting her by a step was Corona for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Efficiency for Sealing, and she's ahead to Fulton here on the first pitch strike. Here's the wind, the pitch. This one way high for a ball. Evens the count at 1. Bailey flew out to center field. Vergara, her first plate appearance. That one's the one where Vergara barely even moved. It came right to her. Here's the wind of the pitch. This one on the corner for strike 2. Sealing much better inning so far with the control this inning. Coming after the hitters. Ahead in the count. And this one swung on and lifted into the bullpen area of the Jags, out of play. And we'll reset. Jags wearing their pinstripe whites today. Seahawks all black. Oof. Nice and warm day for that. Here's the one. That one bounces in for a ball. I do like the baby blue accents, though, with the Cabrillo uniforms. On the black, it looks nice and clean. Here's the one, the pitch. That one up high for a ball, and it's full count now. I talked about efficiency there early in the count now. McKenna running this count full. That one taken for strike 3. So McKenna battling back and getting the call there as Fulton watches strike 3 go by for out number 2. Kaylin Wingard, third baseman, coming up. She grounded the ball to first baseman Williams first time. Pitch in the dirt. DJ smothers it. No one on base, but still good job of mechanics. That one missed inside for a ball. Players from San Jose City thought it was a strike. Fans thought it was a strike. The only person that matters, though, was behind the plate wearing the light blue. And they said no. This one floats high for a ball. So 3-0 here on a 6th place hitter. Ceiling lines, this one up high for a ball, so 4-pitch walk. Sends Winger to first base. Second walk of the game for the Seahawks. That'll bring up the designated player, Nick Powell, batting .295. Popped out to shortstop Keystone the first time at bat. Takes high for a ball, so that's 5 straight quality pitches out of the strike zone for McKenna. Ceiling. This one swung on and grounded through the 5-6 hole into left field for a base hit. So Seahawks trying to get some 2-out magic. They got 2 runners on for De La Cruz, who doubled and scored the only run of the game for the Seahawks back in the 3rd. And that's going to bring on Coach Augustine and a pitching change as Quinones comes into the circle. So while she gets warm, we'll be back after this on NorCal Sports TV.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
At City College, I have the chance to run for amazing coaches and teammates.
San Jose City College has some of the best athletics facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel both on the track and in the classroom.
SJCC has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
Priya Quinones, the pitcher now for the Jags in the circle, making her 15th appearance of the season. She's got a 6-4 record. Comes in with a 4.64 ERA, 66 and a third innings pitched, 95 hits, 48 runs, 44 of those earned. Has given up 20 walks and struck out 14. Quinones takes over with 2 on here, 2 out. This one swung on and grounded deep into the circle, shortstop hole. Keystone over and unable to come away with the play, though, but keeps it on the infield. Probably kept a run from scoring. As Winger rounded third hard and had to be held. So De La Cruz with her 2nd hit of the game. And now the bases are loaded for Parker. Renee Grounded out to shortstop. Quinones her last time. This one swung on, fouled down to third baseline. For strike one. A big hitter here as the Jags look to end this uprising of the Seahawks. Little housekeeping. Moving over to first base for the Jags is Sealing. So McKenna moves over to first. Williams comes out of the lineup. So one throw back behind runner at third base. Nothing there. 1-1 the count as that pitch was in for a ball. Here's the one, the pitch. This one swung on and kind of half swung, almost bunt swing. Regardless, it's strike two. As Parker tried to just push one down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Quinones trying to end this inning for the Jags. That one outside for a ball. DJ pump fakes a throw to third and back sliding in without a throw is more. The runner at third, Winger. Prius winds. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. Stays at 2-2 with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Key point here in the game, top of the 4th. Jags jumped on the Seahawks 5-0 to start. Haven't been able to add on to it. Had a couple chances. This one swung on, fouled back again, and Parker staying alive. Quinones with a 2-2 pitch once again. That one taken for strike 3, and that'll end the inning. And big strikeout there for Priya. And the Jags set down the Seahawks. No runs. They leave them loaded. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Jags up 5-1.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path. One shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Because of City College, I became a better athlete and student. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel on the court and in the classroom. At City College, I've had the chance to play for amazing coaches and teammates.
I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
Donahoe, Corona, Vergara, the 9-1-2 hitters lead off the bottom of the 4th here for the Jags. Trying to break through against McKenna, Hogan. Hogan come in at the bottom of the 1st, and since then, Jags had a couple of runners get on. One even got to third base, Walker, last inning, but unable to scratch another run across. Here's the wind, the pitch. This one taken low for a ball. We got double barrel action going in the bullpen for the Jags. Is Morgan Pike and Aaliyah Cesaris both warming up. This one grounded to third base, having some troubles, and it's not going to be there as Donahoe beats it out, and that'll be another error, the third of the game for the Seahawks. Ooh, correction. They're going to give her a hit. Ooh. So official score gives her a hit. So that'll be the 6th hit of the game for San Jose. And Corona back to the top of the order, bunts it down the third baseline. This one thrown over to first in time. Is Wingard able to come up with that play for out number 1. So Corona sack bunt over. Donahue to second base. So Coach Xylee Augustine going with the get him on, get him over, get him in strategy. She bunts Donahue over to second. Now Vergara. Ooh, she squared the bunt too and took it high for a ball. Hogan with the pitch, this one. In there for strike 2. So we got 1-1. That one outside for a ball. Sorry, the first pitch was a ball. My apologies. So 2-1. Vergara ahead of the count here. See what Coach Xylee Augustine wants to do here with Vergara. Here's the wind, the pitch, that one in there for strike 2. Remember, Vergara, best eye on the team, has 17 walks so far this season, including the one earlier. Here's the wind, the pitch. This one swung and fouled back. So we'll stay here at 2-2. Hogan rocks. Here's the delivery. This one swung on and fouled back again by Vergara. So way to battle by Vergara here. Here's the line. 2-2 delivery is taken in the dirt. Going over to third is Donahoe as it skipped back behind the catcher. So now Vergara effectively has moved the runner up without having to do anything. Let's see if she can drive her in. Add on a big insurance run here in the 4th. That one swung on and fouled back. Just getting a piece of it is Vergara. Stay alive. DJ Martinez in the on-deck circle for the Jags. Golden opportunity here for San Jose City to add on an insurance run. Hogan, line, pitch. That one swung on and missed. So down goes Vergara for out number 2. Coming to the plate, DJ Martinez. Going to have a meeting at the mound prior to that by the Seahawks. Martinez 2 for 2, a single to left and a double to left. I don't know. If I was Coach Christy Rosner, maybe I'd just walk her and take my chances with Sealing. See if that's what the decision or the meeting is about, or if there's just going to talk about some strategy nonetheless. A lot of one-way talk in that meeting. Okay, meeting broke up. We're back underway. DJ Martinez steps into the plate, or into the batter's box, rather. Here's the wind, the pitch, high for a ball. Another option could have just been, hey, we're not going to give her anything to hit. Here's the pitch. That one way up there for a ball. If you're going to do that, though, I don't know why you just don't put four fingers out and say, hey, send to the first base. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to intentionally walk her without intentionally walking her, just sending her first. So here's the fourth pitch. That one's outside for a ball, and DJ cruises on down to first base. So Donahue at third. Martinez at first. McKenna Sealing, who singled in the first inning, drove in a run, comes to the plate. This one taken for a ball. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Jags looking to put on some insurance runs. Ogan winds. Here's a pitch. Swung on. And it's caught by the shortstop right at the shoe tops as Morgan makes the play and tires aside. So Jags get 2 on, but able to push any runs across. And we go to the top of the fifth. Jags up 5-1.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path. One shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Because of City College, I became a better athlete and student. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel on the court and in the classroom. At City College, I've had the chance to play for amazing coaches and teammates.
I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
Pavento, Lamos, Striker, the scheduled 3 hitters for the Seahawks here at the top of the 5th inning. And they'll be facing Quinones, who's still in there. Action still going on in the bullpen for the Jags. But Quinones remains in the circle for now. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one bounces in for ball 1. Pavento 1 for 2. Had a single and an RBI. The only RBI of the game here so far for Cabrillo. Back in the third. grounded out the shortstop, her other at bat in the first. Those were both versus the starter, Sealing. Swung on, looped into right field, coming over and not able to make the catch. Is Castro knocks it down and will be held to a single. Spoveto leads off the top of the fifth with a single. Just out of the outstretched dive of Castro. She was coming in hard trying to make the play. This pitch is down for a ball. Castro did do a good job of knocking it down, though. Otherwise, bad hop could have got past her and off to the races would have been Pavento. This one run up on and taken for a ball. So Quinones behind here. And that's going to bring out a meeting at the mound. So Priya has been in there for 3 hitters so far. Give up 2 base hits and struck out Parker to end the 4th. DJ runs back behind the plate. Lamas steps into the batter's box for the Seahawks, takes him high for a ball. So 3-0. Quinones in danger of setting the Seahawks up for a big inning here in the top of the 5th. Here's the wind. This one run up on ball 4. A 3rd walk of the game. First by Quinones. And that'll bring up Stryker, who had one of those walks in the first, also grounded out to third base her last at bat to end the 3rd inning. Quinones high for a ball again. Everything up right now for Priya. She can't find the release point. DJ telling her, hey, relax. That one in there for a strike. That was a good pitch by Priya Quinones. DJ gave her a nice low target. Priya able to hit it. Quinones with the next offering just misses outside. It's 2-1. Both these teams 1-1 in conference play. So big game here for conference standings early as that one misses. Priya down 3-1. Got to come up with a strike here. Here's the wind, the pitch. This one swung on and lifted to the left field for a base hit. Holding the runners at third is Donahoe. And it's bases loaded. Nobody out for the Seahawks. And here comes Cabrillo. Had bases loaded last inning. Unable to get anything across, but this time Stryker gives them bases loaded with nobody out. And I think that would be the end of the line for Priya as it is. Xylee, Augustine coming in. We'll have changes coming back after this on NorCal Sports TV.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path. One shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Because of City College, I became a better athlete and student. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel on the court and in the classroom. At City College, I've had the chance to play for amazing coaches and teammates.
I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a four-year college.
So the new arm in the circle for the Jags is really not a new arm, as Sealing comes back in from first base to back inside the circle, and Walker comes back in to play first base. So Sealing resumes pitching on in the circle. Now comes in, bases loaded, nobody out, up 5-1. Here's the wind, the first pitch is in there for a strike. One run on 6 hits, 2 errors for the Seahawks. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Jags as we play here in the top of the 5th. Here's the wind, the pitch. This one's swung on into the gap, and it's off the wall over the Donahoe's head. Now, rounding first, heading for second, and it's going to be a 2-run double for Morgan. And just like that, Cabrillo back in the ball game. 5-3 our score. As Morgan ropes a 2-run double, scoring Pavetto and Lamas. Going to third on the play is Stryker. And that'll bring up Bailey Fulton, who's 0 for 2. That pitch in the dirt. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one up high for a ball. So 2-0 does have a base to open to work with, but I don't think you're pitching around Fulton here. You're just trying to find outs if you're the Jags. Here's the wind. That one skied to center field deep. Way back, and it's gone. Home run for the Fulton, and the Seahawks have come all the way back and have a 6-5 lead. A shot to center field right over the cameraman's head as Chris had to duck and stay out of the way for that one as he almost got hit. Out there is Oscar, rather, the center field cameraman, getting a chance to go retrieve the baseball, but not the way the Jags would like. So now that 5-0 lead in the first has been wiped away, and Seahawks up 6-5 with still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. That first in there for a strike. So Winger, the batter now, been on base once with a walk. That one way up there. 2-1 the count. Jags got to settle down and get back in the game here. Still a lot of time left here in this game. That one not close either, and Sealing struggling to find the strike zone now. Misses with that one. And it's another walk for the Seahawks. That'll bring up Powell. Powell singled to left her last time at bat. This one lifted the left field gap, and it's hit off the wall. Vergara with it, rounding second, heading for third, and she'll get in there easily. Is Wingard, and that's a double for Powell. And right now, everything falling for the Seahawks. As that's a double, moves two runners into scoring position, and De La Cruz comes up for the Seahawks, but not before we have another pitching change. And we'll be back with the information about that change after this on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities
with online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
There's more than one path to a successful future.
And they're all in one spot at San Jose City College.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Discover your spot today at San Jose City College.
So now coming to the circle for the Jags, number 14, the right-hander Morgan Pike, making her sixth appearance on the season, has an 0-2 record, 5.73 earned run average, only thrown 7 in the third innings. Give it up 14 hits, 9 runs, 6 of those earned, 4 walks, 0 strikeouts, and she comes in with runners at second and third here in the top of the fifth, nobody out, trying to find an answer to put the Seahawks away here in the top of the fifth. Here's the line, the pitch, this one grounded over to Walker. Walker goes first. Sealing records the out, but not before a run scores. And moving up to third base is Powell. So De La Cruz out 4-3, first out of the inning, gets an RBI for that. Now Renee Parker, the batter. Parker takes ball one. Pike, next delivery, flipped off foul, out of play. Hogan getting some warm-up pitches here in the bullpen as this inning is taking about 25-30 minutes. So the Seahawk pitcher decides she gets a few throws in just to stay warm as that pitch taken for a ball. I pitched in there for strike two by Pike. That off-speed pitch floats low for a ball. And that'll run it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the 5th. 6 runs in so far. As it's 7-5, Seahawks lead. This one swung on again, fouled off towards the third base dugout. Full pitch over third. Coming home with it, DJ running him back. Tagging out is Keystion for out number 2. Good job there of getting the runner coming from third base. Powell for out number 2. So 2 outs, runner at first is Parker on the fielder's choice. And back to the top of the lineup is Pavetto, and she grounds out to end the inning. So finally, they're inning over. 6 runs come across the plate for Cabrillo, and they have a 7-5 lead going to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back with softball here from San Jose on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities
with online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
San Jose City College has given me the chance to play for an amazing coach and thrive in an excellent academic environment.
From the faculty to the coaches to the counselors, SJCC puts students first. City College has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college. Coming to SJCC is the best decision I've ever made. I love being a Jaguar. Yes!
Walker, Castro, Keystion, the 3 scheduled hitters for the Jags here in the bottom of the 5th as the Jags try to answer the big inning by Cabrillo as they put 6 runs on the board and take a 7-5 lead. McKenna Ogun back in the circle for the Seahawks. As they try to come back here in the bottom of the 5th. That one outside for a ball. Here's the wind. The 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. Got some action going in the Cabrillo bullpen as Keller getting loose. Here's the wind. This one lifted in the center field and there to make the play for the first out of the inning is Parker. So Bell flies out to center field. First out of the inning, Castro coming up. Castro's 1 for 1 with an RBI, a single and a sacrifice bunt. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one taken low for a ball. Here's the next offering, and it skips in there for a ball. 2-0. Seahawks pitching kind of getting a little low here today too, because they got a doubleheader tomorrow as well. They take on College of the Siskiyous coming down to play too there in Aptos. So got to control pitching as much as you can. Ground ball over to short. Up with it. Morgan on to first for out number 1 of the inning. Correction, out number 2. So Castro retired 6-3 for out number 2, and Keystion up. Last chance here for the Jags in the bottom of the 5th. That one rolls in for a ball. Hogan with the next pitch. That one off the end of the bat over the second base, flipped to first in time as Fulton able to make the play, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 6th. Jags trail 7-5 here on NorCal Sports TV.
Since the 60s, San Jose City College has been a training ground for gold. Host to a number of elite athletes who have trained to achieve their personal best and made it to the podium. Supported by an athletic and academic community, we can all achieve greatness, gain knowledge, train, and grow to be a champion on and off the field. SJCC's athletic programs set the pathway for a brilliant future. Join this legendary roster and discover your spot at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made. City College has the right balance of athletic and academic programs. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've seen.
The friendships and connections I made here will last a lifetime. I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
Lamas, Stryker, Morgan, the scheduled 3 hitters for the Seahawks here in the top of the 6th inning. Jags down to their final 6 outs as they now trail 7-5. Jags scored 5 runs in the first inning before they even gave up an out. And then since then, it's been all Cabrillo. Seahawks coming back with 1 in the 3rd, now 6 in the 5th. Pike came in and settled down the rally, but not before Seahawks put 6 on the board. First pitch in for a strike from Pike. It's one off the end of the bat, and it's taken by Sealing right back over to the base and records the out. So first out of the inning for the Seahawks. If you see Sealing going backhand, nice pick, and then just comes over and steps on the bag for out number 1. That floater drops in for a strike. This one lifted to center field, and it's going to split the defenders and go all the way to the wall. Rounding first into second with a stand-up double is Stryker. She's 3 for 4 today. Correction, 2 for 3. First inning was a walk. My apologies. That'll bring up Morgan, who had the launched home run to center field, her last at bat. First pitch in there for a strike. This one way out in front of it is Morgan and rattles it down to third baseline foul for strike 2. This one swung on, lifted deep right left field, and Donahoe makes the catch, spins, throws back in. But unable to keep Stryker from moving up to third. Does record the second out of the inning, though, as Morgan gave that one a ride. Deep into the left center field gap. Sorry, Fulton's the one that had the 2-run home run. My apologies. See, my handwriting, just not able to read it here. That one in for a strike. Morgan had the 2 RBI double to center field. Fulton 1 for 3. Here's the wind, that floater in for a strike. That one fouled back out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pike winds. Here's the pitch. That one bounces in for a ball. Jags trail 7-6 after the 6-run inning. Top of the 5th. Trying to get back into the dugout to get a chance to cut in that lead, and that one's outside for a ball. Runs the count full. 3-2. 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Jags trail by 2. 6 outs left to work with. Taken high for a ball. So runners at the corners. Kaylin Winger comes in. She blocked twice herself. Scored last inning. This one swung on and hit down the right field line, foul. This one grounded into the 5-6 hole. It'll score another run. It's just out of the reach of Kistian. Even if she got it, I don't think there was going to be a play made. So that'll make it 8-5 Seahawks. Powell coming up. Powell is 2 for 3. A single and a double on the day. Takes ball 1. Pike. His pitch is ripped into center field. Vergara up with it. Rounding third. Coming home. And there's no throw at the plate as Sealing cuts it off. And that'll be another run for the Seahawks, making it 9-5. Powell, her third hit of the day. That's going to bring another conference at the mound. So still got runners at first and second. 2 outs. 9-5 our score. Seahawks have put up 8 runs in the last 2 innings. Morgan's pitch outside for a ball. Second pitch, grounded Corona, who just touches third base and ends the inning. But not before 2 more runs come across the plate. And the Jags trail 9-5 going into the bottom of the 6th here on NorCal Sports TV.
Your spot.
At San Jose City College, you can graduate and transfer in just 2 years.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Get on your path. Unleash your brilliance and discover your spot at San Jose City College.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
It's never too late to find your Jaguar spot.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot at San Jose City College.
That's all I'm asking. Back at the top of the bottom of the 6th inning. Jags trail 9-5. As long as you don't keep stroke, we're good. Gutierrez, Donahoe, and Corona, the scheduled 3 hitters for the Jags. Ogun remains in the circle for the Seahawks. We did see Keller warming up last inning, and she goes back to the bullpen here to warm up. So, assuming if Ogun gets in any trouble, Keller coming back into the game. Jags down to their last 6 outs. Here's the Juan, the pitch. In there for a strike. Gutierrez back in the box. Ogun with the wind and the pitch. That one swung on. Foul wide off to the right field. Just in the foul territory goes Fulton, and she makes a catch for out number 1. So quick out there for Ogun. And Gutierrez goes F4 for the first out of the inning. And Donahoe coming in, the left fielder trying to get something started. Had a walk her last time. Or no, excuse me, a base hit to left field her first time. Here's the wind, the pitch, up high for a ball. Here's the wind. The next pitch is in for a strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Ogun looking to have a quick inning here, try and help herself and the Seahawks. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one outside for a ball. Next pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2. Evens the count at 2. Ogun comes back. Here's the wind. The delivery is outside for a ball. Runs the count full. 3-2 with 1 out here. Jags need some base runners. This one swung on off the glove of Wingard into left field for a base hit. And Donahoe gets the first hit since her base hit back in the 4th. That'll send us back to the top lineup with Jay Corona up. Corona is 0 for 3. Reached on an error in the 1st and scored. Donahoe just takes off and steals second. Pitch was a ball. Pavento didn't even throw. Not sure if Seahawks even really cared about the stolen base there, up by 4, but nonetheless, Donahoe gets one added to her total. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one in there for strike 1. Here's the next pitch by Ogun. That one inside on the corner for strike 2. So Vergara, or Corona rather, in a hole. Here's the next pitch by Ogun. That one swung on and popped foul back behind the dugout. Count remains 1-2, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Jags down by 4. Ogun delivers. That one flipped foul. Here's the wind. The next one is swung on and just barely getting a piece of it is Corona. Sends it back to the backstop. Stays alive at 1-2. That one just off the corner for a ball. Great eye by Corona not to swing at it. Two-two pitch, and it's grounded over to second base. Fulton up with it over to first in time. Donahoe moves to third. There's 2 outs. Vergara comes up 0 for 2, walked in the first, scored a run. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. Ogun pretty efficient with the first pitch strikes. Here's the wind. That pitch is outside for a ball. Next pitch up high for a ball, 2-1. Stay there. This one off the fist. Shortstop takes it, Morgan, and that's out number 3. And we go to the top of the 7th. Jags trail 9-5 here on NorCal Sports TV.
Since the 60s, San Jose City College has been a training ground for gold. Host to a number of elite athletes who have trained to achieve their personal best and made it to the podium. Supported by an athletic and academic community, we can all achieve greatness, gain knowledge, train, and grow to be a champion on and off the field. SJCC's athletic programs set the pathway for a brilliant future. Join this legendary roster and discover your spot at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made. City College has the right balance of athletic and academic programs. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've seen.
The friendships and connections I made here will last a lifetime. I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
Parker, Pavetta, Lamos, the 9-1-2 scheduled hitters for Cabrillo here to start the top of the 7th inning. Jags trail 9-5 as Morgan Parker remains in the circle for San Jose City. That one bunted down the first baseline. Up with it is Sealing over to first, and it's not in time. Infield bunt single for Parker. And that leads off the top of the 7th. Vedo, ground ball right back to the pitcher. Second for 1, on to first. Not in time, but they get the lead off, or the lead runner. Parker out at first, fielder's choice for Pavetta. So that'll just effectively change the runners. Good job by the pitcher. Morgan able to field a position and turn and make a play. Here's the next pitch. That one's in ball low. Lamas. Oh for 2 with the sacrifice and a walk. Also scored a run here. Has Cameron. This one bunted out in front of the plate, and it goes foul. So Lamas will return to the batter's box with an even 1-1 count. That pitch down for a ball. DJ came up ready to throw, but there was nobody moving. Pavetta was just hanging out at first base. Squaring to bunts, bunting through it and missing. Is Lamas. That evens count at 2. That one swung on and just barely getting a piece of it as Lamas at the plate. Stays alive, does Lamas. Here's the wind. This one in there for strike 3. Late call by the umpire. So that'll be 2 outs. Morgan picking up her first strikeout. This one lifted to center and it falls in front of Vergara. Vergara knocks it down. And so another base hit for Stryker. 3 for 4 with a walk, 2 singles, a double, and 2 runs scored. That's having a day by Grace Stryker. Morgan, the batter now for the Seahawks, and that one's in for a strike. Arian Morgan facing Morgan Pike. Pike winds. Here's the pitch. That one grounded. Keystion goes through the legs, tries to go to second and not able to get the out at second base is Keystion. So another base runner for the Seahawks. Reaches, and that'll load the bases. That'll be an error on Keystion. So Fulton back at the plate with the bases loaded. This time swung on, lifted the left field, and caught by Donahoe for out number 3, and that's the end of the inning. No runs. Leave them loaded due to the Seahawks. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Jags here on NorCal Sports TV.
Since the 60s, San Jose City College has been a training ground for gold. Host to a number of elite athletes who have trained to achieve their personal best and made it to the podium. Supported by an athletic and academic community, we can all achieve greatness, gain knowledge, train, and grow to be a champion on and off the field. SJCC's athletic programs set the pathway for a brilliant future. Join this legendary roster and discover your spot at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made. City College has the right balance of athletic and academic programs. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've seen.
The friendships and connections I made here will last a lifetime. I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
TJ Martinez, Sealing, and Walker. The 3 scheduled batters for the Jags here as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Jags down by 4. It started out as a promising day, scoring 5 runs in the first inning before they even gave up an out. It's turned into a long afternoon. As Cabrillo has answered back for 1 1/3, 6 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th, taking a 9-5 lead. Martinez takes strike 1. TJ looked like she was squaring to bunt. That one outside for a ball. Martinez 2 for 2 with the single and the double, and also walked. This one swung on, lifted high into short left field. Going back and making the catch is Morgan for out number 1. So DJ flies out to start the bottom of the 6th. And McKenna Sealing will step up to the plate. Here's the one, the pitch, that one taken ball 1. Here's the one. Pitch is out of the zone. Evens count at 1. Got to talk about the great job that Michaela Ogan's come in here, and she came in with nobody out in the bottom of the 1st. Did allow 2 runs to score that were inherited, as that one's ripped to third base, knocked down over to 1st, and it's in time. Winger able to get the out over at 1st. Like I was saying, after that, before that 5-3 put out there that you see the replay of, Hogan come in and shut down the Jags. After that initial 5 runs. Holding the Jags to 2 hits. This one skied into short center field, and making the play is Fulton, and that'll do it here as our final score is Cabrillo 9, Jags 5. Cabrillo 9 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. Jags 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Short turnaround, though, for the Jags, as like I said, they come back and they play a doubleheader. Actually, both teams have doubleheaders tomorrow. Jags take on Feather River College right here at noon, while Cabrillo has a doubleheader against Siskiyou's. Chance to continue their winning ways as they extend their winning streak to 5 in a row due to the Seahawks. Here with a 9-5 victory today. Thanks for watching here on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be back tomorrow with more Jags baseball, softball on NorCal Sports TV